All right, story time. Get my poster. Good vibes only. All right, story time. I never did a story time, but I'm gonna do one today. So, some few days ago, I was at a Walmart, right, in a location. Now, I've been an essential worker for like 5 years, right? I'm a licensed phlebotomist. I also do toxicology, and besides having my boutique, Pretty Savage Red Lip, but I'm a licensed phlebotomist. I do toxicology as well, and I was a COVID tester. So during COVID, I was the chick that was an essential worker. When nobody wanted to go outside or go to work, I was the person testing people for COVID for like 2.5 years or 2 years, right? And I was doing antibody testing. And that was a popular thing at the time too. And I was doing my regular phlebotomy. I also work as a toxicology too as well. So during COVID, I was doing toxicology where I would go to people's houses because everything was shut down and collect drug test urines from people or swabs, right? So just to give you a little background of my essential working history, right? So go back to the story. I was at Walmart, right, in a particular town, and I was in the line, right, and it was a Caucasian woman, an older woman. She had to be like in her early 60s or whatever, ringing out another Caucasian woman who had scrubs on, and it was a particular color for the hospital that's very known in our town. So the lady was like, "Oh," being very nice to this other woman, bagging her stuff for her, being extra nice, carrying on conversations with her. And both of them were Caucasian. And she said, "Oh, by the way, thank you for your services. Thank you for being an essential worker." And the lady wasn't really paying attention. She was like, "Oh, what?" And the lady repeated it. "Thanks for your contribution of being an essential worker." And then she said, "Oh, thank you." She goes, "Oh, you're welcome." The lady said, "You're welcome," to the cashier, to the older woman. And then so the older woman, the cashier, was like, "Oh, are you from such hospital?" The girl was like, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "Oh, what is it that you do?" The older woman asked. She goes, "Oh, I do cardiology or something, like in that department with heart. She deals with heart patients, right?" And they say, "Oh my gosh, that's so nice. You're saving people's lives every day. That's so honorable of you." Blah blah blah, praising this woman about being an essential worker, and stuff like that, and being extra nice with this lady, right? So I'm over here putting my stuff on a thing. I'm just smiling to myself, talking to myself. So I said, I'm gonna see what this lady says to me, because I'm in the line with scrubs too. Now, to me, anyone who works in the medical field is an essential worker. Anyone who works in a fire department is essential. Like during COVID, these are people who risked their lives, which I was one of them. And I didn't get paid double. I didn't get no fucking back pay or whatever. I got my regular flat hourly rate, paycheck to paycheck. I didn't get all those extra money when people was ranking in unemployment. I didn't do none of that. I was testing people, risking my life, not making shit, But I just wanted to build my resume, I didn't want to take the easy way out to make some money right quick. I was thinking beyond for the future. So I stood working as an essential worker, making pennies, right? Okay. So my turn comes up at the register, right? So when I get there, she scans a fan that I had out in the cart. She goes, "Do you want the warranty?" I said, "No, thank you." She said, "Okay." She walks back, scans, doesn't talk with me, doesn't be all la da 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 like she was with the Caucasian woman in front of me with the particular color scrubs on, right? So I'm, putting my stuff, talking to myself like, okay, I'm gonna give this lady a chance to say something. Doesn't. Now I'm Hispanic fully, and I'm a caramel color, right? So I'm waiting. I have scrubs on, nothing. Then next, I'm getting pissed because I feel like there's some there's a little funniness going on. So and then I didn't say anything to the lady. Then what broke the camel's back was when I noticed it was the next customer after me was Caucasian, and I saw the cashier, who's Caucasian, older woman, getting the bag ready next for the next lady. But she didn't bag my shit. She just pushed into the thing. I put my stuff back in the cart. She wasn't carrying on conversation with me and nothing. Whatever. It was a whole different atmosphere when I rolled up to the register, right? So when I swiped my card in and I saw her bagging, getting the bags ready for the next customer who was Caucasian woman after me, now I was pissed. And then I said, put my card in, quiet. And now I came to terms that this woman's never going to say nothing to me. I put my card in and I said, by the way, to let you know, you should acknowledge all essential workers, not just your kind. Because we come in all nationalities and all different colors as well as essential workers. And just to let you know, I heard what you were saying to the other woman and the way you treated her. When I said that to her, she was like, and she's like, oh, well, bitch. Like, yeah, well, it is what it is. That's how, like, the vibe I got from her. And it took every bit of me not to go get her because I didn't want to show that side. And then she's like, oh, yeah, you're ratchet. So I said, I repeated what I said to her again. You should acknowledge all essential workers, not just your kind. Because we come in all ethnicities in different colors, not just your kind. And then I told her, I grabbed the receipt and I said, matter of fact, you have a blessed day. I got my stuff. I was heated. Put my stuff in the car. I said, no. I got to go back. I went back in, called for manager. And I told the manager what just happened. And I said I was very highly upset about that. Because I have scrubs too. It doesn't matter what level I am in. Whether I was a CNA, whether I was working in a hospital as a maintenance janitor woman, whether I was working as fixing the bed as in a CNA, whether I was a dental assistant, whatever the case may be, these are all essential workers considered. So I feel like everyone should have been acknowledged. And that really pissed me off. And the fact I felt like a little racism because she was Caucasian, the cashier. The woman that she was treating nice before me was Caucasian as well. When the Carmel girl came in the line, which was me, it was complete silence. When the other Caucasian after me, she was getting the bag ready for. Now that pissed me off. And I felt like there was like racism for that. And the fact is, like, if you're going to acknowledge everyone and be appreciative of someone's kindness and their work ethic, then you should do it to all. If you're going to acknowledge one, acknowledge all. And I feel like that she needed to be called out on that shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story time.